You know what? I know what it's like, and I can understand because I've been denied 3 times. So if you've experienced this, don't give up. I want you to continue doing what it is you do and know that it's okay because you will have an entire support system with you. I also want to tell you that if you're feeling like giving up, I'm here to tell you that giving up is not the last thing you should do. Instead, I'm here to provide you some helpful advice on how you can work towards being accepted back into the YouTube Partner Program. So, I'm going to give you a little background. If you're new and not experienced with my story, if you may, I want you to be aware that you are not alone. And it's okay. Sorry, forgive me while I check my laptop. I'm trying to get the comments on here to show up because they don't last on YouTube. So just bear with me a second to see if I can get them to pop up on here. And it doesn't look like I'm going to. So I'll just continue on. And oops, of course I lose my screen. Okay, so bottom line, I want to share some advice with you. First, it's important to understand why your application was denied in the first place. Why your application was denied will help you to take actionable steps towards acceptance into the program. In my case, it was more of reuse content, which is a generic term that I believe that YouTube will use to deny you your application. And but when you look at the amount of subscribers, 90K subscribers and almost 200,000 hours of watch time, when you only need 1,000 hours, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within a 1 year period to qualify. I have a feeling that maybe YouTube doesn't really know what to do with this. And you know, Sandy, you're awesome. My comment just showed up. So I have to say, you're awesome. Thank you for your support. It means the world to me. And I guess you could say that understanding why your application was denied could help give you clarity. And in my case, it has been really frustrating because I feel like I'm missing out on revenue. Working from 6 in the morning until basically sometimes 2 in the morning. It's insane. I was looking at my Apple Watch this morning and I only slept an hour and a half last night. That's not healthy. It requires more sleep to be able to function. It's fine. I get it. And you know what? I'm okay with it. Sorry, I'm just trying to see your comments on here as they come through. Okay, second, ensure your content is high quality and reverent to your relevant. I can't speak. Okay, I'm like hello. Let's have this happen now. Let me start over. Ensure your content is high quality and relevant to your viewers. In that case, I'm going to say, I think I produce high quality content. Yeah, sometimes I forget to, I accidentally think I'm scheduling something and it's going to be private and I upload it and it shows up as public and there's no title other than the date and that's it. But I'm a firm believer that the people who subscribe know my intention. They know what I'm going through, and that's okay. So if it's not always high quality, I don't want you to put yourself down for that. Keep in mind that YouTube reviewers evaluate content on its technical merits and its overall value to viewers. This has a lot to do with engagement. If I have somebody that watches a 10-minute video for a minute and logs off, that means they were only on for 10% of the time. YouTube is looking for 80% to be able to push your content out there. And that's okay. I am saying, okay, I'm giving it up. I understand that it's out of my hands, and I am fine with that. Ensure that your videos have good audio. Can everyone hear me okay? Good audio quality while also providing valuable information or entertainment to viewers. I would venture to say I provide more entertainment than I do value, but that's my personal opinion. And I know people may say I provide value, but I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out. And as far as entertainment's concerned, yeah, I can be funny, but the things that I think that are going to be successful flop on YouTube. The things that I don't expect to be successful are the ones that explode. And a friend of mine who is my co-host for a talk show that I do, Catherine Gibson, and we have some news that we'll be sharing with you. We may be interviewing with a very large station that's going to be picking us up. So we never know. Our friend Sandy says, I love your content. Well, I love you back. And that's because Sandy understands. Sandy, did you hear that the one Vanderbilt building, I can't even pronounce it, in New York City, employees reported on Tuesday, just the other day, that they felt like the floors were dropping 5 floors from underneath them. And supposedly they said no people were in the observatory on the 9D first floor at the time, which I was like, oh my gosh, that was at 4 p.m. on Tuesday. They reported this, and I'm going, we were up there on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. And so my friend Sandy lives in Utah, and she um, invited me to join her on part of her vacation in New York City, and she treated me to go to the World Trade Center and many other places. So this is the thing about my subscribers, is that I consider all of you friends. Please don't forget that. So my friend Sandy and I have become really close, and but I yet to meet her husband. I would love to, but I've heard a lot about him. I've heard her talk to him on the phone 100 times, but I haven't met him yet. So, but he knows I'm just Dennis, and there's no, um, what is it called? We're friends, and that's it. Nothing else. Okay, so let's get back to the topic at hand. Third, you want to ensure your channel followers all of YouTube policies and guidelines, especially those related to copyright and community standards violations. Okay, I know those firsthand. Holler. So being denied for what we call, or what they call, reused content. However, they don't tell you what is reused. So I've deleted a ton of videos, and I have almost 200,000 watch hours in the last 12 months. And I still don't qualify because those hours are shorts, meaning videos under 60 seconds. They require you to have long content, like what I'm doing tonight. I'm on for 9 minutes and 1 second. And but they will not allow this content to be to qualify unless I publish it after I go live, and it's published as live content, and it's on my feed. If I just go live and hit delete, this doesn't count for watch hours, which there's a lot of barbaric things that I don't understand with YouTube, because if I really messed up big time, they won't allow you to just delete it. And if I had 1,000 people on and there was 1,000 watch hours, they wouldn't count that unless I published it. So this is one of the reasons why I've been putting so much energy into YouTube. I have almost 30, or I don't know, I have 30, I don't know, I forget, 40,000 subscribers on Instagram. And And I do monetize off Instagram, but it's only 100 to 200. The most I've made was almost 1,000 on my videos per month. But it averages about $139 a month, which is not enough to live off of. Where YouTube pays you a lot more for your content, and they pay you for life, where Instagram doesn't. They only pay you within that 30-day period, which I can go into another time. So you want to ensure that you follow the YouTube policies and guidelines, especially those related to copyright and community standards. However, if YouTube finds any violations on your channel, they will not accept you into the program until you resolve them. And I'm hoping that they are resolving by flooding YouTube with content that is live, if you may. Hence the fact I've been spending so much time on YouTube. Last, don't be discouraged at all, no matter what, because in my mind, the only opinion that matters is his, and he thinks the world of you. I understand that 90% of my subscribers are from Asia, Middle East, and countries that don't necessarily believe in the same religious beliefs that I do. But I just want there to be more love in this world. I want us to all get along, no matter what religion, faith, background, identity. We're all equal under everyone's eyes. And that's what I think we need more of, is more love in this world. And I also understand that a lot of people may not agree with my particular views. However, with that being said, I love you as eternal brothers and sisters. Last night we had a friend from Russia on that was very funny in the comments. He was like, ha ha ha, or stop talking, or get off, or tired of listening of you. And I said, okay, if you want me to get off, then you get off. And then he said, what are your views on, Russia versus Ukraine? And I said, you know what? I love them both equally, 50-50. I don't care where you are, what you're from, what your background is. And I see I have some more comments. Sandy says, I love your content. She also says, love you. I'll meet her husband. He feels like he knows you. That's because he's seen me on Instagram lives, on YouTube 1,000 times. But yeah, no, I do feel like I know him too. I feel like he's an eternal brother, especially since his wife helped me with temple ordinance and stuff for my family, which I will forever be grateful for. Anyway, so I keep my channel on YouTube. My Instagram, I keep based on my religion. My YouTube, I keep based on growing social media and overcoming challenges and things that are inspirational. However, every Sunday, I would love to share a Sunday message. So that's going to be my only day that I use my YouTube platform to talk about my faith. And I respect you if you don't want to hear that, but it's your choice. And that's what I'm going to leave you. I hope and pray that these tips have helped you, honestly, and gives you some insight on what it takes to get accepted into the YouTube Partner Program after being denied multiple times myself. I want to say the best of luck, and know that there are many people out there that understand your frustrations and your trials, like my personal friend Sandy, who's watching tonight. and she knows how this has devastated me to be denied. I believe it was September 4th. No, I'm sorry. It was January 4th that I received the letter that I could apply. And it's now almost April, and I still don't have it. So it's three times. Well, twice I've been rejected, and once was an appeal. So just know that I'm enduring to the end. You can endure to the end. And I'm wishing you the best of luck. And thank you so much for logging on.